was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of IDs Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
I didn't say...
Castorus, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
I've read all of Amphoreus' heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seleuci the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seleuci's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost, and only Celiosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation, to include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that, but my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream. Danny, what are you doing here? You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove. Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny? Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you? Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now? Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika. Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny? That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going? The chroma coffer is vibrating. There must be memory. This is the divine object of the Sky People, the chroma coffer. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chroma coffer and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Sky Folk reascend to the heavens. Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them. I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
has awakened me.
It's I. Hi, Cynthia. A descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name. So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphoreus is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquila's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen skyfolk. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the skyfolk in my own terms, to conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within. Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down. Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count. Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is set to rest in the vortex of Genesis. Pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny? Oh, I remember! I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny. That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny. Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny. The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises, but this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her? Oh, I think I know who that is.
Do you have to go already, Syphie? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's all right, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphie.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaya in her prime.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's Flame Chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos Heir's flame chase journey is nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios? Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty? As fellow pillars of Amphoreus, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaya made the core flame of Aquila the final step in our campaign.
Aglaya? Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time, and lasted for so long. Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, you must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios's prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on.
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use. General Ectra is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting. It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny. What's wrong, Danny? You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trinan deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it. Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors. Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum Kremnos. We're here. This is it. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him. That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny? There, that sleeping spirit is my grandmother. Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival. She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time. I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war. Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Kratos took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trian, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Kratos must have done that to become a better man. You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Is this the world of the living? Wait. You. Could you be?
Grandmother, it's me. Your Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia, my little hummingbird. Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me? I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first skyride when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child. You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world. When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Seliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing. Isn't it poetic? A saga that spans 1,000 years, began with sky and will also end with sky.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid. If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to?
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay, until a spear, fueled
by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder, those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nicador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solibus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titan's every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the rainbow bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
I know this is a big ask, Namazuni. I hope you understand.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for us to be entrusted with this task.
Go then. Let's hope our concerns don't come true.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
There you are, partner. You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
You like calling me that, don't you? Oh, well, I've embraced it now. It doesn't even faze me anymore.
Ready, comrade? If all goes according to plan, this could be the last battle where we fight at each other's side. If the curse separating Amphoreus from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing, then you'll be able to return home after their fall. That would be a problem. We'll need to get you home before Aranova. Let's leave the emotional goodbyes for later. That'll give us some time to figure out what we should be feeling at that time. Besides, when we were playing the Seal Slammers, that bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then? Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victory slip away. The last mile is the hardest. That's from Don Hung. Same principle, just more elegantly put.
Hey, speaking of Dunhung, where is he?
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us. He's probably not keen on being the center of attention.
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent Eye of Twilight and restore compassionate sky to Amphoreus.
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, we're fully prepared. But I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer for Miss Hyacinth when she arrives.
Miss Hyacinth, the chosen daughter of the sky, the pride of the Twilight Courtyard.
She's not just the pride of Akuma, but all of Amphoreus as well. And while the Flame Chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, it's not just those chosen by Aglaya who contributed to it. Let's extend our gratitude to the 2 warriors of the Outlands who bravely stepped up and risked their lives for those they've never met.
Hero, your saga will be chronicled in epics and celebrated across the New World.
Warrior from the Outlands, endowed with the might of Orynyx, the vanguard of deliverance.
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuinely speaking from the heart. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and Don Hung, it's hard to imagine what might have become of Ak. The guest of honor has arrived.
People of Akuma, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila. Today is the year 4932 of the Light Calendar. 1,062 years since the hero Seliosi initiated the Flame Chase journey. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacinth, as an observer, you've witnessed the return of 4 core flames. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission.
Miss Hyacinth! May
Chrysos Heir's triumph and bring light to this darkening world.
They'll surely seize the core flame of sky and bring the flame chase.
Thanks for waiting, Dunhung. The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally assembled. So full of energy, comrades. Seems I chose the perfect day. Hyacinth, it's all yours now.
Legend tells of the Sky Folk once divided into many tribes. The Sun Folk worshipped the sun. The Rain Folk were devoted to storms. And the Winter Folk waited for signs in the snow. Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light. Yet they were blinded to all but one color. They forgot that the light that illuminates the world is made of countless different colors. That's why the rainbow is my favorite, for not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also a bridge. And I want to use the Rainbow Bridge to link everyone's hearts and give hope to every soul on Earth. Ancestors, with the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Sky Folk, a land we have not seen for 1,000 years. Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more. Friends, let us soar together.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an amazing experience. The Eye of Twilight. It's the legendary sky fortress of Aquila. I never imagined that one day I'd be able to step foot on it.
My ancestors once built a magnificent civilization among the heavens. The Eye of Twilight, which we are standing on, is the home of Aquila and the heart of the city-state in the clouds. This must be where the hero Selioci stood when she challenged Aquila and began the first step of the flame chase journey. We are here to end the journey she began. Even legends are corroded by time, but that won't change what we must do.
According to historical records, the civilization that worshipped Aquila once mastered advanced technology, which made their strategically located sky castrum the only force that could face Castrum Kremnos head-on in the Chrysos War. But they were divided within. The frequent wars started by the Chrysos heirs drained their power, especially after the prophecy descended. In the end, they...
Apparently, the division was between the two most important sky tribes, the Sun Folk and the Rain Folk. And Seliosi's frustration towards the endless strife among her people made her turn her spear towards the Titan above. After driving the enraged Titan to the brink of defeat with her two-winged companions, they all vanished somewhere in the sky. Her achievements were unparalleled, even if later legends exaggerated the details. Yet she still could not end Aquila, nor bring back the core flame of Sky. Some say she sealed the wrath of the god within herself, trapping them deep within the Eye of Twilight to support the heavens of Amphoreus forever.
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have considered it a fairy tale, but after seeing what happened with Professor Anaxa, not anymore. Has that Titan and that fused hero been looking down on the world from here for 1,000 years?
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
I want to make something with it. But what to make?
Something's not right. I can kind of feel how big and empty this place is, but all I can see...
Maybe it's the celestial mural. The Sky City believes that mural to be connected to Amphoreus' sky, and any weather condition depicted on it will become actual weather. The mural would reflect Aquila's shifting mood, like clear skies, fog, snow, or thunderstorms. The sky priests would gather here during peaceful times and pray to the god for warm breezes and good harvests. To put it in words that Gray and Danny would understand, just think of it as a massive screen. In any case, exploring in the dark is never a good option. If we could light up the mural, it might just provide us with the light needed to move forward. That really conspicuous device might be part of the ritual. Let's go take a look. It's dark, so watch your feet. I have no idea how to turn it on. If only we had help from the wisdom of those who came before us. That's it! I almost forgot. Gray, Memi, can I borrow your powers?
Got it! We just need to find the scattered memory nearby, right? That's simple. Give me a little time. Feel the flow of time. Over there. And over there. Done! There haven't been many people for a while, so the traces of time are super obvious.
I knew you could do it, Memi. You are a huge help.
Arrogant sunfolk. The Titan will condemn your brazen disrespect. But Aquila, you that shape the sky, why do you avoid the pursuit of dark clouds? Are not clear skies and stormy rains equally your creations? The Sunborn see your behavior as an act of favoritism towards them, and weaponize this reason to oppress my people. The Rainfolk will not suffer in silence. Oh God, if you remain silent, we shall have to forge our own weapons and resist the malice concealed under your brilliance. May the Eye of Twilight never open, and may torrid rains descend forever.
Avoid the pursuit of dark clouds. Aquila doesn't like rainstorms. It seems a little hard to believe. but we should write this clue down first.
Foolish rainfolk. The great Aquila has already left a mark of their manifestation on the golden clouds. The gods' choice is clear. Only we, the Sunborn, are the true heirs of the sky. This war is destined to end in the victory of the Sunfolk. May the Eye of Twilight never close. May eternal daylight embrace the land!
Left a mark among the golden clouds. Is this referring to the celestial mural? But we can't see anything right now. It is, as the rumors said. The Sky Castrum was far from united.
My guess was right. This venue is indeed where celestial rituals were performed. Memi, can you retrieve even more memories?
No problem at all. Here goes. There we are.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk. Commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural.
Stop, foolish Cloudborn! How dare you tamper with the celestial globe and distort the weather? This is blasphemy!
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to our ancestors, so that we could divide the light and dark equally between day and night, so that all things could grow beneath the celestial phenomenon they preferred. But the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the days are endless, subjecting the land to drought and burning. And you have the gall to accuse the rainfolk, who you've oppressed.
The land? It is our eternal nemesis. How can storm clouds and rain, unloved by Aquila, lead the Skyfolk to victory in the Chrysos War? Your character is as weak as your faith. Go seek out a corner untouched by the sun and weep solitary tears in the shadows. That's all you lot know how to do anyway. Cry in silence.
Then let us show you what we are really made of.
You? What are you? What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been muddled by the heat. By Aquila above, meet your demise!
What a terrifying memory!
The brutal internal strife is sad to see. It appears the Sky Cities didn't fall to external threats after all.
The proud Sunfolk saw themselves as divinely chosen, exacting long-standing oppression on other tribes. And the rainfolk suffering beneath them began resenting the divine and plotted their retaliation.
No matter the era, conflict among humans is destined to persist. Having witnessed the actions of Kindness and the Cleaners, it isn't so hard to understand this piece of history. There's nothing but empty silence here. I fear there were no winners.
The hero Seliosi. How did she view the ancient feud between the Sunfolk and Rainfolk? The legends focus on her god-slaying expedition, but are hazy on the fall of the Sky denizens. Perhaps I can piece together the true face of history here.
one step at a time. Do you remember the verse that Rain Folk sang, Hyacinth? Perhaps that's the key to unlocking the celestial mural.
Yes, I already memorized it. Now, shall we try to wake it up? Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural!
Golden clouds, blazing radiance. What a breathtaking scene. How chilling. I wonder if Aquila is also watching us. I remember the Rainfolk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving by changing the weather on the mural.
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Alchemist's light comes from the dawn device shouldered by Kefali anyway. That being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change the weather on the mural. There! That's Circular device. I'm quite familiar with it. That's a west wind compass of the Twilight Courtyard. We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk on. Who knows? It might even lead us to other areas of the Eye of Twilight. Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving useful. Let's go. Leave the adjustments and calibrations to me. A boiling pool of gold, said to be the energy source that powers the Eye of Twilight's divinity. You should watch your step as you walk. The mechanical structure is a bit different from the one used in the Twilight Courtyard. How should I put this? It's a little more complicated.
Can you handle it, Hyacinth?
This might take a while, but I think I can manage. This should be right. Look! The Rainbow Bridge has appeared!
Well done. Now we can cross. Hey, careful!
Is that a winged Pegasus?
It looks like a mythical beast. But this one doesn't seem hostile towards us. Hyacinth! Could it be the legendary?
I'm not entirely sure. We might be able to tell if we get closer.
We can't assume it's friendly. Keep your guard up and follow it.
Legend has it that the hero Seliosi was always flanked by two winged companions, Solibus and Lunibus. They were her steeds and comrades. If they are still alive, they might help us confront Aquila. It disappeared.
An illusion? Or the memory dissipated?
How strange. That Pegasus was different from the other memories. It was surrounded in an air of sorrow. Oh, it's so heavy that it's hard to breathe.
Was that Lunibus's phantom? Did it appear here because it has unfinished business?
If that's really the case, there must be a super strong obsession keeping it in one piece. Could it be some remaining bits of Seliosi's will?
We can't be sure of that yet. Let's take the elevator up to the Eye of Twilight's core first. Lady Lunibus? Is that you? Can you hear me? I am a descendant of the hero Seliosi. We have come to complete her mission.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
Another one?
Careful! It's not a memory phantom! It looks like it's alive! But it's so twisted and very shadowy, like those black tide creatures!
Hyacinth, watch out!
So... then... did you lead us? You must have been tormented by pain for so long. But you didn't give up. And you've held on to what little is left of your will with such tenacity. Don't be afraid. You're not alone anymore. I am Hyacinthia, the healer who inherited the hero's bloodline. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, was once your comrade, wasn't she? Lord Solibus, your body has been completely corroded by the black tide. But I can still heal your tenacious soul. Just like Lady Lunibus, even if you've lost your mortal body, your spirit remains pure. Please, keep holding on to what's left of your will, and I will reawaken you as a heroic soul. It must have understood me. It's a creature of wisdom and tenacity, despite being mired in the agony of the black tide.
Solibus, the sunlit wings that once accompanied the hero. If this battle can remind you of your great deeds from back then, it would be my honor. Come on, heroes!
Lord Solobus, please break free from the control of the black tide and return to your senses.
To travel far away.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Through clouds.
Danger approaches.
As you wish.
Oblivion.
Commencing research. Here, try this.
I shall remember this warmth. Embrace a new life.
Strike!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Please cherish this time.
Melt!
Who's here?
It's over.
Solobus.
Oh, so she speaks.
Solobus. You're finally awake.
My consciousness has been lost for far too long. Finally, I have been released from the Black Tide's cage. Little girl, are you Celiosi's descendant?
It is me, Lord Solobus. My name is Hyacinthia, and my companions call me Hyacinth.
Hyacinthia, you don't have the scent of her on you.
It's been 1,000 years. Celiosi's blood may have thinned in my veins, but the resolve of the Sky People has never been eroded by time. I've journeyed here to fulfill her dying wish.
How much do you know about her dying wish?
I know that in order to support the shattered sky, she merged herself with the divine body of the Titan. And I also know that she left behind a message, calling on future generations to one day ascend to the heavens again and reclaim the core flame of Aquila.
Has the legend changed so much since your people fell to the earth? Girl, you said you're a doctor. You only know how to heal and tend to wounds. With such a weak lot in life, how do you plan to challenge the embodiment of the heavens?
With this long sword, heroic soul. As you can see, we're all Hyacinthia's companions and comrades. You've already witnessed our combined strength.
It's not bad, but still lacking compared to her.
Solobus, let go of your ego and accept their kindness. You've been trapped in time by the Black Tide, while great change has spread over the world. If I'm not mistaken, the god of war Nikador also fell to the hands of these warriors.
We've laid all the other Titans to rest, one by one. Now the final target for the flame chase is the master of this sky fortress. Please guide us to an audience with Aquila, heroic souls. Celiosi initiated the era of slaying gods and attaining their flames. Even if she could not witness the end of this era, you will all at least bear witness on her behalf.
Confidence and fierceness. Yes, I do indeed see a shadow of her in you.
Aqua's mark flew away?
Maybe they detected our awakening.
Well, perhaps our presence stirred memories of the fierce battle from 1,000 years ago.
We learned from past memories that the Sky Titan fears dark clouds. Would you know more about this topic?
What the memo sprite said is true, but you all still need a guide.
Follow me, Hyacinthia and fellow warriors. Let the hunt for the gods start again.
Is Lady Lunavis not... Not going with us?
I will be waiting for you all at the next destination, Hyacinth.
Years have passed, and yet this place feels the same. Just that there is no more human clamor. This is the Hall of the Sun Folk, where the Sunborn once held grand ceremonies to give thanks for Aquila's gifts.
So, did the Sky Titan really take the side of the Sunfolk?
Everyone thought so until Celiosi's spear pierced through Aquila's wrath. Only then did we understand that Aquila wasn't hiding from the clouds and rain, but from the horror that lurked within the unlit shadows.
The Black Tide's threat has forced the Chrysos heirs to complete our flame chase journey, heading toward the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
Chrysos heirs. In our time, that title used to stir up waves of outrage. But you all seem to be revered as heroes.
It's all thanks to those who came before us. Trebios and Aglaia. You must have heard of these two names.
So it was those two who made it to the end.
What does that mean?
Let's not elaborate on unrelated topics. You now know how to activate the celestial globe. So go and force out the Titan in the mural.
The road got sucked away by the wind fan? Did Aquila do that?
You have nothing to fear. We can use the power of time to rewind it if we have to. It didn't work. The prayer's power didn't last long enough, and we couldn't get the fans to keep turning in the other direction. Maybe that device can help? Go check it out if you need to. It looks like this device can amplify the power of Orynyx's prayer. Why don't you try to change the wind's direction with this thing, partner? Now the prayer should rewind for even longer. Let's try to control the wind's direction with this thing, partner.
celestial globe is right ahead. Let's go and force Aquila to come out.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Change, celestial mural. The celestial shift didn't work?
These circuits all seem to be corroded by the black tide. Here's hoping those 2 prophecy tablets can help us out.
You will find.
Stream forth.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Life is a puzzle in and of itself.
Smooth sailing so far. We've got one more circuit to fix. Let's keep going and find the tablet on the other side.
Stream forth. The gleam of old blades.
Seek, and you will find.
Finally made it. Hopefully, this is enough to fix the celestial globe.
Stream forth. The gleam of old blades.
The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Change, celestial mural.
Looks like they're still avoiding us. I wonder if it's cowardice, or if they have something up their sleeve.
I fear the Aquila of present has long lost their sanity. But instinct still drives them to flee from the shadows, to evade the Black Tide's encroachment. Do not mistake their behavior for weakness, warrior. I have faced down the tyrant of the sky. It is no hyperbole that their raging fire is capable of melting the firmament. Amphoreus's heavens exist because of their authority. It is time to leave this place. Lunavis awaits you at the next stop.
A moment, please, Lord Solibus. I have one more thing I wish to do.
What is it, girl?
To honor the pact with Seliosi. Her descendants spent a millennium looking up at the sky. I believe my countless ancestors who lived for that purpose deserve to know the truth behind her legend. If you don't mind us knocking on the gates of the past, maybe I can peek into this place's history.
You are the ones who hold Orynyx's miracle. I have no authority to prevent you from delving into the past.
Memi, Gray, could I please ask you for this favor? I want to show the truth to my ancestors waiting on the other side. If there are falsehoods in the legends, then there must be a reason for its embellishment. The scene here and the previous memories gave me a bad feeling. What else did the Skyfolk encounter after Seliosi challenged the god? I must figure out the truth behind the legend, even if it's for my ancestors' sake.
Hyacinth, you're such a good child. Don't worry, I'm here. The memories surging here are even more intense than at the entrance. I'll gather them up now, and mold them, and mold them. All done!
Thank you, Memi. Everyone, please, witness history with me.
Daughter of Dusk, have you finally gone mad?
I knew it! The child with the blood of two feuding clans will one day destroy the Sky Castrum!
Will you really point the tip of your spear at our god? Stay in your hand. Your recklessness will only bring divine retribution.
Divine retribution? Those innocent children of the earth were sentenced to total annihilation by the god above. Well, they had nothing more than mere curiosity for things that lie beyond the sky. Look at yourselves. You call yourselves the Sunborn, yet you're unable to bear the blinding sunlight. You even consider sunburns and blisters as a gift from the gods. You declare yourselves the chosen ones, champions favored by Aquila. Yet you dare not even declare war upon the true threat of this world. Instead, you raise your swords and rattle them at your weaker brethren. You are all beyond saving. My father was also a disciple of the sun, but he taught me resilience and justice and guided me towards the light. He taught me wherever there is light, there is hope. Wretched people. I see no hope left in any of you. Even a shadow has more dignity than you lot.
Even so, Daughter of Dusk, even so, you should not shatter our faith.
Not just our faith. Aquila forged the sky. Nay, they are the sky itself. If they fall, what will this world turn into?
A prophecy echoes from the horizon's edge. It heralds the advent of a new age, one not ruled by the Titans, but created by mortal heroes. I choose to believe in that prophecy. I must believe in any sign that promises to break the chains imposed on us by the old era. Any sign that will lead us to a new chapter of the world. you wish to stop me from slaying the god, you'd better muster your courage and draw your bows. Let's see if I will be pierced by a hail of arrows first, or if you...
How can we even fight you? You're the powerful Day Thunder Knight, a warrior goddess capable of trampling all lands.
I am not a god, but the only mortal in this cage who is brave enough to defy the Warden. See, you are all truly weak beyond measure. The hunting ground beckons. Come, Solibus!
The hero Seliosi, disillusioned by the Sunfolk's deeds, decided to sever the source of it all. The god they so blindly placed their faith in.
She was brimming with compassion at that time. Her words were bursting with anger, but her heart had nothing but mercy for the children of humanity.
At that time...
We should get going, Hyacinthia. Lunibus is waiting for you all. Aquila has fled to the other end of the fortress. Let's chase after them. Lunibus will lead the way.